We're joined by Alabama head coach Kristy Curry and student athletes Tamia Scott and Jessica Timmons. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, then we'll take questions for the student athletes. After that, we'll send the student athletes back to the locker room, then we'll take questions for Coach.
Yeah, just a great team win, a lot of grit, a lot of toughness, made plays when we needed to, stayed consistent. Thought we played really good team basketball and just really happy for our team to survive and advance and get to play another day.
Please raise your hand. We'll bring you a microphone for questions for the student athletes.
Oh, great.
Questions for the student athletes, please. All right, Maria.
For both athletes, for Jessica and Tamia, Tennessee beat y'all obviously earlier this season. Just how much did you learn from that game and apply it to this game?
That was our first loss at home. I think we understood that we can hang with them for 4 quarters. You know, all the mistakes we made, they were just on ourselves with hustle plays, energy. So our coaches did a good job showing us film on the things that we didn't do right and what we control. So we came out, used the plan that the coaches gave us, and we executed that on the court today.
Yeah. Oh.
You can go ahead.
Oh, just like Jess said, we watched a lot of film on that game, and we just learned from our mistakes. I think that during that game, we learned exactly what we could do to beat them if we saw them again. That's what we did today.
Right here, Cora.
For both players, I mean, obviously getting some wins here could help improve your NCAA tournament seeding. Just how big of a motivator was that for you guys to really kind of put some more wins on your resume?
It was a huge win for us. Like, we're trying to make history. We're trying to get all the way to the SEC championship. We know the SEC is a gauntlet. Each day is a fight, and that kind of shows when we're playing our regular season games. So just having, just being able to play that first game, I think that meant a lot. Us getting comfortable, our feet underneath us. So we're going to go into our next game the same way. We're going to come in there competitive and just understand that any game is winnable in the SEC.
Yeah, everybody in our locker room believes that we can beat anybody in the SEC, and so if we just come out on the floor and we play like that, it'll happen. I think we have a lot of confidence in ourselves, and as long as we keep playing like that, we can do what we want to do.
Cora again.
For Jessica, it was 2 years ago that you got injured at this tournament. For you to be able to come back, have the season you had, be on this run now, just what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It just shows what the program really means to me and a lot of the students here. Coach Kristy told me that I'm able to redshirt. Not a lot of coaches give you the opportunity. She was very patient with me. She didn't have me rush into rehab. Alicia, Kevin, strength trainer, nutritionist, they put a lot of not only confidence in me, but they made sure we was going through everything the right way. So without the coaching staff, without the people, everyone in the program, I wouldn't be here today. So it's just a lot of gratitude towards them and the University of Alabama.
Here in the middle.
For both players, defensively, it really feels like you guys just overpowered Tennessee a lot tonight. What do you think was a key factor that played into that?
I think that the emphasis on defense tonight was a really big deal, and then Carly, she made a big emphasis before the game as well that it's going to fuel us. So we started on the defensive end, and I think that even not hidden shots, the defensive end just kept us up through it all.
For Tamia, Tennessee's press just was basically ineffective tonight. I think you guys got behind it so often. Just what were y'all able to do there to exploit that?
That was something we mentioned before the game. You know, we really wanted to expose them during the press. So just moving the ball and making sure that we had our head on the swivel, and just if somebody got in trouble, we helped them. Just moved around a lot and found the open man.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, ladies, thank you. You can be dismissed back to the locker room. Okay, we'll take questions for Coach. All right, Cora?
Yeah, just to see Jessica's journey kind of come full circle from that injury, just how cool has it been to see her have this season and be able to lead this team on this run?
Well, it's really special just because we know the work that she's been in and just the perseverance. You know, it's been amazing to watch. Last January, I mean, she was the best player on the floor at times, and you know the team that we had a year ago. I mean, she gave us such a great look from a scout perspective, but just staying patient and positive. she has put so much work in, and I'm just really happy for her. Can't wait to see what the future holds. I mean, she should be in the WNBA draft and have an opportunity.
Over here on the right.
I loved what Jessica said about any game in the SEC is winnable. Is that something that comes from the culture of Alabama basketball?
Well, I just think we all, you have to keep your journey in this league in perspective. We played 3, 4, 5, and 10, 4 out of our last 5 games, and we were close. We learned a lot. I think you have to be a continuous learner. I think that regardless of, the fact that maybe we dropped a couple of those, that we never lost our confidence, and we kept it in perspective, that we can turn that into a positive at some moment. And I think this weekend, our team really feels like we've learned a lot along the way. They've stayed together through adversity, and it's a blessing. I think playing in this league prepares you for this time of year. It prepares you for March. It's a blessing in disguise, and we've really tried to turn it into that.
Right here in the middle.
Your team forced 18 turnovers tonight. Was that an emphasis in practice this week, or was that something that just happened?
Yeah, I think we tried to be heavy in the gaps. We played blocks and elbows. We did a really nice job of showing multiple jerseys. And I thought our players really did a nice job of being active in the zone, doing a nice job when we were in man. Just a great team defensive effort. I do think that, our presence in the paint, I think we all forget that Essence Cody didn't play at home. That's a big deal, and we felt like, I think her and Naomi together. You look at what they did, 17 and 8, it's pretty good numbers. So I thought we had a lot of presence behind us if we got beat. I thought they did a nice job with the rim protection, and we were able to help the helper and get our rotations down. So it's a great team defensive effort.
Here in the back to Roger.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how key is it to have Naomi Jones back healthy, and also Naomi Jones, Ace Austin available against Texas when you didn't have them available this past Sunday?
Well, it certainly makes you feel better because we're back into our regular rotation and routine. When we're healthy, it makes a big difference. We never make that as an excuse, but, we didn't have Essence for some key games early that we dropped, and not that was the only reason we dropped them. I thought it gave, us an opportunity to have Joy and Naomi really grow. I don't know if y'all saw it, but this ankle sprain at Vanderbilt, not many players would be doing what Naomi did tonight, and it's just a tremendous testament to how much she loves her team and wants to play, and the character. It was pretty bad, and so just a tribute to her and just playing through, some pain tonight.
Second row back here.
Did you feel like at any point throughout the SEC schedule that maybe your team lost the perspective, and how did you help get that back for them? Because you really can spiral in this league, taking losses that are understandable to take.
I think that's when your leadership steps up. I think that message is from your staff, and then, the best teams are player-led teams. It starts in your locker room, and Carly and Jess never wavered. They've been here, done that before. We just believe in a lot of grit. The harder it gets at Alabama, the harder we go. And so we understand it's not always physical, but it can be mental, and thought just great leadership in our locker room. We've got a tremendously special player-led locker room.
Any more questions for Coach?
Thank y'all.
Thank you,
Roll
Coach.
Tide.
Congratulations.